Hello from the editing zone. This is editing Purple Dove. It's literally like about to be 4 a.m. in the morning. I just wanted to clarify that I may have gotten the timeline mixed up because of my lack of research a little bit, and also because this was an unscripted video. I was just going off what was on the top of my head. But yeah, that's it, honestly. Um, but yeah, this is mostly referring to the 2025 era, and we're in 2026 right now. I wanted to upload this in 2025, but if I mentioned 2025, it's because we were in 2025 and I shot that video. So, that's it. Okay, bye. Hello, and welcome to the Purple Zone, where we talk about important topics that are important for you to know. And it is very important for you to know that the official White House account is using pop stars to spread their propaganda. Yep, definitely. Now, let me explain where I come from. See, the White House official account is putting out videos of ICE. If you all know what ICE is, for those who don't know. So ICE is basically immigrations and customs enforcement. It was basically created in 2003 through a merger of the investigative and interior enforcement elements of the former U.S. Customs Service and the Immigration and Naturalization Service. Sorry, I'm hiccuping so much. It has more than 2,000 law enforcement and support personnel and more than 400 officers in the United States and around the world. Around the world. See, so what it basically does is that according to their website, the Railroad Directorate holds U.S. immigration at law within and beyond our borders. Beyond our borders, by the way, Arrow's work is critical to the enforcement of immigration law against those who present danger to our national security, are a threat to public safety, or who otherwise determine the integrity of our immigration system. This is what it's supposed to be about, but it doesn't actually do that. It actually just, yeah. According to their own website, like Euro operations target public safety threats such as convicted criminal undocumented aliens, calling immigrants aliens, and gang members, as well as individuals who have otherwise violated nation's immigration laws, including those who illegally re-entered the country after being removed, and immigration fugitives ordered removed by federal immigration. Just yeah, fuck that shit. According to their own website, they're doing all that. So yeah, I don't really like them. Yeah, ICE has been making videos about promoting deportation using the audios from songs by famous pop stars. Now, the first I think that was done was Taylor Swift. Now, Taylor Swift, when this happened, didn't officially come on the social media and talk about what happened and whether she supports ICE or not. But later on, there was Olivia Rodrigo, whose audio was also used in a video for ICE. And she had openly said that please do not use my music. And recently, there have been two more pop stars hit with this, one of them being Sabrina Carpenter. Now, Sabrina Carpenter is notorious for not being online or being on Twitter that much, But this awoke her because when the White House uploaded a video with the audio Juno, which is a song by Sabrina Carpenter, like the part that goes, "Have you ever tried this one?"
Tried some freaky positions. Have you ever tried this one? Have you ever tried this one? Have you ever tried this one? I know you want my touch for life.
When I first saw that, I was actually so mad because why is this happening? You get what I mean? Why is this happening? It is infuriating to have this happen to someone, especially if you're an artist, because this is so dehumanizing, right? This is very dehumanizing. And it is definitely not something that you would want to happen as an artist. So of course, she came on Twitter, replied to the video saying, and recently there has been SZA that has been targeted because her video, well, not her video, sorry for that, because her song was used on a video that was done by the White House promoting ICE. It wasn't necessarily her song, but it was like her segment on SNL that was done way back then, which was like this one. I'm a big boy, I need a big boy, I want a big boy. Yeah, that song was also used. That was more recent, but let's get back to Sabrina Carpenter. She was targeted twice. She was targeted twice. Editing Purple Dove here, I was talking about Sabrina Carpenter. If that was confusing, sorry. The second video was also her song, but like, yeah, something like her. It was a clip of her on SNL saying, "Oh, everyone's so hot here. I wish I could handcuff you all."
I think I might need to arrest someone for being too illegal.
Oh, well, I turned myself in.
You're under arrest.
You get the bag and fumble it, I get the bag and flip it and tumble it. Straight off a lot, put on the cash, and the car came with a blood in it. Lil' mama of that.
But they replace the word hot with illegal. They replace the word hot with illegal. I'm not joking. This actually happened. This is an actual thing that actually happened, and we are in a real world right now. Because whenever I saw this, it was crazy. I was not expecting something like this because why would anyone expect something like this? Why would anybody think that this would happen in the year of our Lord 2025? But it did. But it did. And I'm not happy about it because of this, people are also like on both sides being like, if you talk about it more, you are going to bring more attention to it, which is not fair because you should talk about what you're against. You should talk about your art being used in a wrongful manner. You should have the right to go, no, I do not want this on anywhere that I do not agree with. I do not want my art associated with something I don't like, something I do not fundamentally agree with. And I think that's the right of every single pop star, even legally. Technically, all these things that the White House is doing, any single artist, anyone, any artist that's being used by the White House for this kind of propaganda could be sued because of the law of copyright. Because of the law of copyright. This comes under copyright because the person whose audio or video you're using has not given explicit consent to use the audio or the video that is being used. And I feel this could be very much a big case on going forward that all the artists need to start doing, because of this, people are starting to spread the propaganda. This is actively working towards the White House spreading propaganda with the help of the pop stars by raging them and using their art unlawfully. But since this is the White House, it can be a little bit tricky because technically they have all the lawful power over certain part over judiciary. But when you think about it legally, even the White House cannot use an audio without getting a copyright strike if the person whose intellectual property is intends to put the copyright strike. And I feel like more pop stars, more artists need to come up forward and talk about this and go, no, I will sue you if you use more audios of me or more in me of my art and use it to propagate things I do not agree with. And I feel like a lot more pastors should start doing that. I think we need to start being vocal more about what is okay for artists. Boundaries. Like, we need to start talking more about boundaries as an artist and what content is being used to make it. So that's it for this video, because this is going to be a very large video. I'm going to be editing in a lot of things and talking about it more context. But I just want to say this right now. World does not feel real right now because editing Purple Dove here again. I was revisiting this section and I was like, you know what? I'm ranting too hard. I am being too pessimistic. So I'm gonna fast forward this. I'm gonna fast forward this for your sakes and mine. But there was something that struck to me at the end, which was, and if you don't know why ice is not okay, let me just bring out some articles and read them to you. And after I listened to that, I was like, wait, do I really need to prove why ICE is bad? We've seen the cases, we've seen what was going on. Illegal immigrants being deported left and right, even though they've done nothing wrong. Yes, I understand that when you live in a country, you have to come to it legally, but there are no proper ways to legally come to a country because it's all so messed up. The whole system is messed up, and nobody wants to agree. Nobody wants to admit to that, and it just creates such a barrier for people who want to get real opportunities. And people are getting killed over this fucking shit, and it is pissing me the fuck off, because people don't deserve that. People don't deserve to die. That's it. That's it for this video. I do not want to talk more about this topic than I already have because it has been crazy knowing what is happening lately. And I hope you all have a good day. Fuck ice. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye. I will be coming back with a Wicked video about the Wicked tour, Wicked whole shibako that has happened with Wicked. I watched both of those movies and review it as well. So be on the lookout for that. Bye.